So Ash, I agree with you, but I also disagree with you because they've really hinted at a lot of fantasy football integration here and utility around all day. And so given Brady's playing again, that may be beneficial for you. I'm a glass half full kind of person generally. All right, so Grasslow, thank you for putting out the announcement. And we will get going in just a moment here. All right. Give it, I don't know, 30 or 60 more seconds. People are currently absorbing Grasslow's announcement and hopefully hopping in. Here we go. K Dunn. Nice. I've been DMing with K Dunn a little bit. I owe you a response right now, I believe, which I will get to. Too many DMs. JCP. Hop in the office hours. Grax, would you mind just dropping a link to the office hours voice channel? That's always too hard for me. I can't figure it out. Thank you. Okay, cool. Nice message, K Dunn. All right, so first, welcome everyone. Appreciate you all taking the time on your Thursday or maybe Friday for some, depending on where you are. We have some fun updates. There's been quite a bit of activity around the Top Shot and NFL All Day ecosystems and the overall Flow blockchain, which we're excited about. And we actually have a special treat during today's office hours where we're going to ask Austin, our CTO, to come on and describe a contract or a tool really that he has been or he worked on and is really valuable for the Flow ecosystem. And I think that'll be beneficial for everyone to learn a little bit more about how Flow works and the ways that we are contributing to the ecosystem. So with that, we can get right into it. Nice, JCP, you made it in. Great to see our poker champion. Well done. Well done. Not just good on the poker tables, good with the tech too. Don't be sorry at all. And okay, so with that, we'll kick it off. Grasslow, if you don't mind, can you drop in the float? And as a reminder for anyone who hasn't grabbed one of these before, if you click the link that Grasslow just put into the office hours channel, you can follow the prompts using the code that Grasslow dropped in, platform updates, all lowercase. You can mint an NFT called a float that will then sit in your wallet and will tell us as a platform that you attended this office hours. And you may have seen recently that one of the other developers in the Flow ecosystem is working on a tool that will allow platforms to give out rewards, various rewards to people based on what floats they hold. And so I'm not going to say that holding a float from an office hours will guarantee you anything or that we'll do anything with it. I'm just going to say we give out floats at our office hours and there are cool tools coming that would allow us to reward people who have floats and do with that information what you want. But for current purposes, it is free to grab the float and it's a nice thing to just have in your wallet. So I'd encourage you to go grab it. And now moving right along, I am going to share my screen and jump into the platform. So this is Flowty. Hopefully you're all familiar with it. And we made some changes over the last couple of weeks since we all last spoke. And right now, the visibility of the changes is decent. We've implemented a few things UI wise that a user would notice and it would impact the user experience, but we have a lot more to follow based on what we did. So we are now ingesting the Flow blockchain, which means that we as a platform are far more aware of different transactions, or I guess comprehensively aware of different transactions that happen around the Flow ecosystem, which allows us to present information to you in a more accurate, more comprehensive, and faster way. And so the first example of that is the collateral selection screen. So for anyone who has put up a loan listing before, you'd be familiar with this new loan button or this new rental button. And if you click new loan, this used to take probably, I don't know, 3 to 5 seconds. And now we're down to probably sub 2 seconds. And so even if you have a lot of NFTs in your wallet, this will be a very quick process for you. And that will be carried forward across the rest of the platform, or as you add a new loan listing or a new rental listing, or you fund a listing, or you rent out a moment, all of that's going to happen faster than it used to happen. So just overall speed and experience in the platform will improve. Another aspect, which a few people have asked for, which seems minor, but I'll explain why it's actually pretty helpful, is if you sort the marketplace now, you can sort by loan rate, by APR. All right, and Austin, our CTO, has put some numbers around it, which are always helpful. Austin has confirmed that the transaction confirmation is down from 1 minute to 5 seconds, which is pretty wild and really a credit to our team and will enhance the overall experience. Nice work, Austin, and thank you to our fantastic dev team. So continuing on here, there are a few different sort options. You can sort by loan rate or by APR. You can sort by loan amount. You can sort by duration or LTV. Just anecdotally from speaking to our users, LTV is one of the more popular sorts. And so if you sort by that, the way this used to work is that it actually didn't impact the URL itself. So if you wanted to share the Flowty URL with a friend, with someone in Discord, with someone you're trying to introduce to Flowty, you wouldn't be able to carry forward a sort or a filter into a URL. And now what you can do, and we'll do it right here, is send a link that would carry forward the sort and the filter that I put into place. And so that is seemingly a minor thing, but a number of users have said that they like to kind of tweak the marketplace and they view that as an optimal way to experience the marketplace, and that's what they want to share with other users. So thank you. I see Jack, one of our devs, is in the office hours with us. So a shout out to Jack, who led the efforts on that. Thank you very much. Continuing on here, we now have added labels on top of your own listing. So it's at times people are aware of their own listings, but as the marketplace gets more full with more listings, we support more collections, there's more activity in general, it'll be pretty easy to lose your own listing. And sometimes you just want to make sure you know what's yours, what's your own listing. And so we do have a tag here that now shows your listing. And I believe, we can test it right now, that if we do a rental, I'm just going to do a dummy rental right now, for a private listing. And does someone want to drop their Blockto address in here? Blockto address, please. I can do a private listing for someone. That tag should show up as well in the marketplace. So we'll come back to that while someone's giving me their Blockto address. And then we can show that new UI feature. The other thing I wanted to point out while we're waiting here is I assume everyone here has their phone nearby because we are all sickos in 2022 and a phone cannot be more than an arm's length away. So please open up your browser and navigate to floaty.io. And what I want you to observe is that you are now prompted. It may be iPhone specific. I don't know. Austin, I don't know if you're sure, but I can say it does happen for iPhone owners. You'll now be prompted to add an app to your homepage, which will make it a lot easier for you to navigate to the Flowty platform. And so, what that looks like is this. I've taken a screenshot. I'm going to share it into the Discord right now. And so we encourage everyone to add a Flowty app to your homepage for ease of access. And we'll improve that over time. But for now, it'll just bring you directly to the Flowty site, which is very mobile friendly. Nice. It's on Android also. So this is what it looks like on the iPhone. It looks great. It has the Flowty icon that we're all familiar with. And I've just dropped in an image. We would love if anyone wants to drop in a download of their image. That'll be a lot of fun for us to see, and it's very rewarding for our team and our devs to see other people using these types of tools. So if anyone wants to download and add the app to their home screen, please do go ahead and share a picture of it. That would be fantastic. In addition, yeah. Okay, Don, what is the background? Share it up. We can delete it after. It'll be a good time for us office hours people. Oh, all right, all right. That should be kept for you. That should be kept for you. All right. Are you telling me you're underwhelmed by my default background here? Anyway, so moving on, in addition to the phone-based icon, we also have a desktop support. And so if you are in a Chrome browser, again, I don't know if it works in other browsers because I'm a boomer and I don't know how well this stuff translates, you can hover over to, where is it, this? Oh, I already have the app. Okay. You will have a button here that allows you to add the app to your desktop. And so what you can do then is click it and it'll add an app that is a one-click access to your desktop. And I will send a screenshot of that too. Anything that shouldn't be on there? I think it's all fine. Great. So if you can see at the very bottom of that image, there is a familiar Flowty icon. And if you click that, it will bring you right to the platform. It's a fantastic tool. It's useful. And we hope for those who visit the site more often, you view these access tools as exciting as we do. Okay, while I am kind of gearing up for the next section here, I am going to how add an iPhone. So JCP, Dro, I think you're in here. If you don't mind giving JCP a little bit of a tip. Dro can help out. Okay, so Dro will help you out, and then you'll be able to add that icon on, and we appreciate you throwing it onto your phone there. So while we are kind of continuing on, I am going to drop in a Twitter thread that our CTO, Austin, put together on a tool that he built. And I'm going to invite him up here to tell you all about it. And so I've just dropped the tweet into the Discord. And this is a tool that Austin built that is really awesome for the Flow ecosystem. And I think understanding why this tool is needed is helpful to our users in the overall ecosystem in the sense that it sort of explains parts of the ways that the Flow blockchain works. And so for me, as somewhat of a tech novice, we'll say, it's really helpful for me to understand what's going on behind the scenes on a blockchain. And I think this overview will be helpful. So Austin, whenever you're ready, if you want to kind of talk through what the Lost and Found tool does and how it helps the overall ecosystem, that would be awesome.
Sure. Let me just take this over here
Yeah,
as
yeah, stop
well.
streaming. It's all you.
Yeah, so just for some context, a while ago, I don't remember when it was, Mike, maybe you remember, I woke up one day and realized we had a little bit of a security issue in our contract that was missed in our audits. There was a way for someone to be malicious and force the outcome of a loan. We learned that the reason that was possible was someone could mess with their wallet. There's reasons that, you can't just receive assets to your address at all times. It's actually a built-in feature of Flow. But unfortunately, it also means complexity in how, someone manages what it is that they can receive. So the too long didn't read of this is that your wallet can decide whether or not to accept Top Shot moments or Ballers NFTs or USDC as a token or anything at all. It is meant to protect you so that people cannot airdrop malicious NFTs into your account, which has been a huge issue on OpenSea in the past. But with it come just some other challenges, generally speaking. So Lost and Found is meant to help fix that. It is a generic escrow, open source for the community to use. You can even see that some folks from Dapper, which is Bastion, and a very prominent flow builder, Blue Sign, kind of worked with myself and Julian in getting this out. But it will allow people to start to send things to you even if you can't receive them yet. And while that maybe that's a little too high level, there are lots of things that immediately helps you do. Airdrops are a particularly challenging thing for Flow to actually accomplish until now. And a good example of when that was a problem is actually Ballers. They were airdropping sneakers at one point, and it was required that you can only airdrop sneakers to Dapper wallet holders. And one of the reasons or the issues with that is that you weren't configured necessarily to receive sneakers, is my understanding. Now you would be able to. Maybe you can't receive it, but it can go into the lost and found, and then applications like ours or other ones such as Lilico, who's talked to us about integrating this tool, and Find, who have talked about it as well, can all help you redeem the things that you want. In conjunction as well with the tools that kind of Mike has talked about, having floats gate a raffle effectively for NFTs. And now it actually doesn't matter that you have configured yourself to receive it. You can just go to the lost and found if you haven't. So really, this is just a community-wide tool. Our goal is to effectively transfer ownership of this to a properly maintained and reputable DAO as it forms in Flow, just so that there's no malicious update risk and all those other things. But, by and large, this is to solve the issue of I, as a platform, need to send you something, but you can't receive it. Maybe you should have been able to receive it. Maybe you took access away. Maybe you're not playing nice. Or maybe someone sends a gift to you and you just haven't ever touched that kind of asset before. So, I think the applications are pretty wide ranging. It's really a gap to fill in the Flow ecosystem. And as kind of a last tidbit, unless there are questions, Dapper's inventory page, we've been talked to about them integrating this so that folks can send you anything on your own Dapper wallet as well. And even if you're not configured to receive it, there's some kind of little gifts kind of tab that they can show to you. So, our hope is that this can be a standard and people don't fork it, deploy their own versions, and splinter this problem to different places. But we've licensed it in a way that if people disagree with how we've done it, they're free to modify it as they choose. In adhering as close as we can to the blockchain ethos. So yeah, unless there are questions, I think that's about what the overview is. If there are devs here, especially that have questions, happy to answer them. But as a user of the wallet, you probably won't ever know that this is a thing, and you shouldn't need to either. But as Mike said, it is useful to understand the pitfalls and challenges that we have to overcome. There are not ways to accept an airdrop unless you've configured that asset already. So let's say that Emerald City were to do a token for anyone who's ever redeemed a float. That token is a new fungible token vault. which means that they don't have a way to send you those tokens. They would have to instead have you come and redeem them, which is another model that you could follow. But if you want to send assets to somebody else, there is no way to do that right now, and it is by design. Lost and found is the way to do it. There will be other ways that come out, I'm sure, but until recently, the answer would be no.
Okay, awesome, Austin. Anything else you wanted to mention before I get back to the agenda?
There Just another question, I guess. There is no fungible token mixer like Tornado on Flow, and if there were, it sounds like it would get, unfortunately, much to my disagreement personally, it would most likely get sanctioned. But I think that's kind of a difference. Airdrops aren't about obfuscating where something came from. Tornado was about kind of shielding or obscuring your connection from one wallet to another. So totally separate kind of applications. An airdrop is really just sending in mass assets to other people for whatever reason. Maybe it's because they use your platform. Maybe it's because, if you remember the SOS token on Ethereum, it's just because you exist and anyone gets it. Maybe it's because of your participation in a DAO. The criteria is wide ranging. But if you're making a new kind of asset, then your wallet by default will not be able to accept that fungible token or that NFT, depending on what kind it is.
Cool. So for the normie translation there, where the situation for our purposes on Floaty that we're trying to avoid is you rent a moment from someone and you are trying to return the moment from them in line with the sort of agreement within the rental term, and they have removed the ability to receive Top Shot moments from their wallet. You would have no way to return the moment to them, and so if the deposit is worth more than the NFT, they would be incentivized to maliciously reject the moment, which would tell our system that you haven't completed your rental and allow the original owner to collect the deposit instead of allowing you to return the NFT. And so that situation is what we're trying to avoid, and what this tool that Austin put together avoids. And as Austin mentioned, there are a lot of different applications for this, and basically the issue is you need to give permission, actively give permission in your wallet to accept any category of an NFT or a fungible token. Otherwise your wallet can't receive it, and it's a safety measure, but it definitely adds complication. And so this is an awesome and elegant solution for that. Okay, so we have a couple exciting things coming over the next 2 weeks that we do actually have previews of, but I'm going to hold off on showing those for now, just in the interest of time. We're coming up on 30 minutes and I want to be respectful for everyone else's time. So what we are going to do is do a Floaty hat/shirt/mug giveaway. The winner can choose what merch they want using our fun new giveaway tool. So let me bring that up right now, because this is extremely fun. Okay. This is a name randomizer. Let's see. Graslow, when you have a chance. Oh, nice. I see you've already done this. I don't know how you do it. Cool. All right. If you are in the office hours right now and you don't see your name in this list, please let us know. I'm going to do a little spot check too, but it's going to be far from perfect. We've actually just lost Angus Laws, but they can stay in here. That's fine. Chris, Crosstick. Lost Crosstick too. Where's everyone going? Austin, I'm going to blame you. You kicked everyone out here, huh?
Dev talk is
Family
boring, it's boring stuff.
All
Not my
right.
fault.
I think this is everyone. Chris, we're not going to drop you out. Why, you don't want Flowty merch? I refuse to accept that.
Put him in twice. That'll show him.
Exactly. Okay. Good luck, everyone. To the winner, Flowty merch. 3, 2, 1. Wait. What does this button do? Oh, do I need to do the names again now? Ah, what a disaster. I apologize, everyone. But I think actually we have one person who just jumped in late. That's a big win for them. X Mike 23X. Okay, good luck to everyone. Done. It's going to be a 30-second race. I wish you all luck. This is like Zed Run, but better. ACP's got a little alien outfit. This is just fantastic. Here we go to Fameless Gamer. Congratulations. If I were you, I might make that my Twitter banner now, the Fameless Gamer. That is just too good. K Dunn is not having it. Oh wow, we have the whole standings here. Check it out. All right, so we're only gonna do giveaways like this from now on. Crosstick, tough loss there. Crosstick's not even in here anymore. Okay, cool. So I guess actually for the last couple of minutes, curious to hear if anyone has any thoughts on the NFL All Day Marketing Initiative. Do you think it will lead to more activity? Do you think a platform like this, like NFL All Day, like Top Shot, does that resonate with a mainstream user these days? Or do we think it's too soon? What does everyone think? And actually, on that topic, we now have an NFL All Day channel. Yeah, I tend to agree. I think it's going to be really interesting to see how NFL All Day tries to utilize their moments in a fantasy form in a competitive way. Realistically, Top Shot challenges are fun, but if you are a pure kind of predictive analyst, we'll say, who likes that type of activity, I think the pure Yahoo, ESPN, even DraftKings fantasy may be a better experience. So it's going to be interesting to see how the NFL team tries to compete. But yeah, we agree. The rental opportunities are huge in NFL. What would be amazing for everyone listening in here, if you want to help us out because you love Flowty, as I know you all do, please harass the NFL All Day team on Twitter about going non-custodial. We need to show them that people actually care about that people would benefit from Flowty's use case, and we will, we'll help promote your tweets and give your tweets some attention. But please do let the NFL All Day team know that we want them to go non-custodial, especially before the season. That would be really awesome. And UFC Strike also, to be honest. So thank you, K Dunn. We appreciate that. So last thing, I guess, before we go, if Grassley, you don't mind just dropping in the float again. And I think that's sort of it. So hopefully everyone's excited about the UI upgrades. We are going to be working on profiles over the next couple of weeks on making it easier to identify what assets you have in your wallet, take different actions, review your activity. So that I'm really excited to show you guys, and building more tools out that help onboard new users and simplify the Flowty process and make it so you don't have to be a financial whiz to feel good about your Flowty decisions.
I think on the note of profiles, if there are types of utilities that you think are missing from the current tools out there, such as a generic transfer tool, because I think some folks have asked for something like that, shoot us a line. Let us know what you want. We'll consider it. Maybe we'll give you a float for giving us a suggestion that we implement.
Like it. Actually, that's not a bad idea. A little ambassador or supporter float. I like that. Let's discuss that. I'm putting it on my to-do list. Now
We
that we can do
will
much
we will
more
call it
floats.
I made this.
I like it. All right, so we'll leave things open for a few more minutes in case anyone has questions. And if you do, please fire away. We love questions. Can't find my water. Okay, so for anyone who's listening, not reading, eTablo asked about an NLL library. And so anyone who hasn't been plugged into that, basically Nine Lives Lounge is collecting Top Shot moments from users and trying to figure out ways to unlock utility for members around challenges and around different things. And the Floaty platform is really, really well suited for that. So we've been working with them on how they can, use the Floaty platform to achieve their objectives. And we hope to continue gaining ground with them. JCP was interested in playing the duck game because JCP is a genius poker champion. And so I will share that link because it's probably the best thing I've found in a long time. Okay, Don, that's a good question. So the reason we didn't do that up front is we may need permission from Top Shot in order to show NBA IP like that, and so we're trying to not ruffle feathers over there. With regard to ballers, it's probably that's probably doable. So yeah, we'll definitely work. Excuse me. On making it more kind of flow centric, user friendly. I think that's a good idea. Let me write that down. Thank you for the suggestion. And I believe what we have right now on our home page, let me go to it. No, they're not actually. Yeah, these are just generic images. At one point, we had talked to the Versus platform about using some of their art, but I guess we didn't do that. JCP, you are apologizing way too much. You seem like an awesome individual. You are a poker champion. You do not need to be apologizing. Continue firing away with questions. We love it and we appreciate the participation. Austin just blown up our spot. Yeah, we're going to be adding collections real soon. So if you want collections, make sure they're supported in Blockto and let us know. If you harass us about it, we will probably add it in. There we go. Just be you, JCP. All right, so let's see. Thank you, eTablet, for joining. Anyone have any other questions or anything? We always appreciate everyone jumping on and spending time with us. Thank you very much. Hopefully you guys like the updates. And yeah, we we did a rental and a loan teach-in over the last kind of month. If you guys found those useful, or if you guys want us to drill in on any aspect of it, just let us know, and we'd be happy to host more of those. Just for everyone's information, our devs are currently thinking about how we can integrate the duck game directly into the Flowty website. And I mean, it's brilliant. We'll see what we can do. All right, so I think we are good to go. No more questions, no more thoughts. All right, cool. Grasslow, where did you find this stuff? One more duck race. Grass, I'm sure you're taking care of the Fameless Gamer. All right, we can do a co-founder duck race. Who are you guys rooting for, Austin or Mike? Austin or Mike?
Nobody say anything.
Okay, that's fair. I'd probably go with the dev too.
Yeah, Ash is in a losing spot here.
Ash, remember who controls payroll.
I don't think that's clear.
Ash knows. I click the buttons. All right. This is how we're going to spend the 1 minute send off. You do not need to stay and watch, but we are dropping off 1 minute from now at the end of the race. Boring ducks. All right, there we go. Austin's got a little crown now. Oh, here we go.
A good one.
I can't handle this.
The suspense.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Austin's pulling away. So as we're wrapping up our duck race here, we've got 30 more seconds, and then we will be dropping off. So any more questions, anything else, please do let us know. Mike is really falling behind here. This is, I feel like Austin hacked the site.
It's just gonna correct. Yeah, there you go.
It's got the Mario Kart.
Yep.
Oh, okay. They've set it up for
The whole
quite an
thing
ending
is
here.
rigged.
Yes. Oh, we have another Mike rooting for me. Let's go.
Oh.
Mike, stand together. No.
Oh. You know,
Damn
what
it.
you guys didn't know is that we had 10% equity of the company on the line just now. So.
Damn it. All right. On that note, thank you again, everyone. And we will see you in 2 weeks. Always let us know if you have questions, thoughts, ideas, concerns, anything and everything. Talk to you all soon. And we'll have poker again next week if JCP can pull it off again. All right. Till next time.